They say we have to learn to live with COVID.
Scientists think the vaccine is the best way to keep us safe.
How important is it to have a jab?
We wanted to get the latest advice from a doctor we trust.
And get the latest news on holidays and travel.
I've had 2 vaccines, why do I need a booster? And will this become a regular thing?
Hi, it's good to be here to answer your questions, and that is a very good question about the booster. The thing with the vaccines is that they work fantastically well, just much better than we ever could have imagined, but they do wear off after a while, and that's why it's so important that you have the booster, because the booster gets your protection from being poorly up to like 90% again. And probably we're going to need boosters once a year, because after a little while your immunity will start to go down, and if you get that yearly booster like the flu, it will make your immune system really good and really strong to protect you.
I've had COVID and I wasn't very ill, and I've heard that kids wasn't very ill, so why do we need the vaccine?
The strange thing about COVID is that you can get it once and not be poorly, but then you can get it another time and be really poorly from it. And one of the reasons is it doesn't give you immunity for very long, so it is really important to have a vaccine because it gives you much better immunity and it protects you from all the other variations as well. With children, they tend to not get it so bad, but still over 50 children have died in this country and lots of them still have to go to hospital. So to keep your children safe, it's really important they get the vaccine.
What are the side effects of the vaccine? I've heard about blood clots.
At the beginning, there was a bit of a worry about blood clots, but the good news is that with the vaccines we use now, there's no risk of getting blood clots at all, so you really are safe. The other side effects are just small side effects like a sore arm or feeling a bit poorly for a day, which is normal for vaccines and is fine.
Is it safe to have a vaccine or a booster when you have other health conditions?
So we know that when you have other health conditions, you're much more likely to get COVID badly and to need to go to intensive care and even to die. We also know if you have other health conditions, the vaccines are completely safe. So for people who have health conditions, it's really, really crucial that you get yourself the vaccine to keep yourself safe.
If I'm pregnant, is the vaccine safe for me and my baby?
The great news about the vaccine is it doesn't affect pregnancy at all. We know that if you are pregnant, COVID can be really dangerous. It can be dangerous for you and it can be dangerous for your baby. There's much higher rates of miscarriage and other problems. So it's really important if you're pregnant that you get the COVID vaccine to protect you and to protect your baby. So that's it from me. Michelle Gavin from FFT has some other answers to questions about more general issues.
How do I get the vaccine and what happens when I'm there?
Well, it's really easy to get your vaccine these days. You can go to a walk-in centre, you can go online to book it, or you can ring 119. And once you get there, you will be asked a few questions, a little bit about your medical history, but it's really as simple as that.
I don't have a doctor, but how would I get a vaccine?
Don't worry if you don't have a doctor, because anybody can get the vaccine. It helps if you've got an NHS number, but don't worry if you haven't, because you can still get the vaccine.
How can I get proof that I've been vaccinated?
Well, once you've been vaccinated, you can automatically get proof of that. You can do it via a digital service, so the NHS digital app. But don't worry, if you're not very good with digital, you can get a paper copy.
Can I still go on holiday abroad if I don't have a vaccine?
Well, that's something that varies from country to country, so you'd have to have a look on the government website regarding this, because there's lots of different rules for different countries. But again, if you can't find that on the website, get in touch with FFT and we'll be able to support you.